welcome back to my channel. Great angle. We're back in the den slash dining room slash office space. Well, actually, I should say dining room slash den slash office space because it is in transition still. We are going to go through all of our linens, purge the linens that I no longer want, and relocate the linens that I do want into the Filipino dresser that we moved in here the other day. So if you watched the video the other day, we put the charger plates and sort of holiday plates in the bottom two drawers. The top two big drawers and the top two little drawers are where we're going to store linens. I have a large amount of fabric napkins. I mentioned it in the previous video. Jim and I often have a dream of like catering and hostessing for many, many people, whether it's through church services or clubs or groups or whatever. Sorry. So we have that, and I don't care. You can have your opinions, but that's okay. I'm keeping them. So there are some table linens though that I'm not needing to keep anymore. So we're going to go through some of that and then put away whatever we can and then move on to the next project. And hopefully if we have time, I will share with you what we're going to do before we start. Okay. All right. Bye. Now, today's video, I just want to give you a sweeping shot of everything that we have to take care of. Today's video is going to be just this little bit of organizing of giveaway garage sale stuff, as well as the linens. We're going to put the linens in the Filipino dresser. Again, if you're new to this process and you're new to my channel, hi, my name's Jeri-Ann. That's my husband, Jim. This is going to be his future office slash den. And we call the dresser that in the corner the Filipino dresser because it's from the Philippines. Jim got it when he was born. So basically, I thought we had this empty tote from when we were cleaning and purging the guest room that I wanted to maybe get all of these things wrangled up. We have a huge stack of charger plates, baskets, candle holders, just all these types of odds and ends things. And I thought it'd be better to just wrangle them in this bucket because we're in a few days' time going to be moving some furniture, and we really need to be able to move this box relatively easily. Now, all of the clothes have already been moved into the van, but and then when we're done with this process, whatever table linens we have left over will probably go into a bag as well into the van. So, in the meantime, let's all give a thumbs up in the comment section down below for Jim, because he's doing such an excellent job, not only taking care of me and my health issues and the house, but doing all this extra work to just get it done, you know, just living the lifestyle. Okay. So the other thing that we have to go in this garage sale is this giant old air purifier. It still works, but it just isn't it doesn't basically oscillate or anything, so it doesn't really circulate the air enough for us in our household. So we ended up getting new ones, and we really do enjoy them. I have some table linens already that I had purged from earlier. Like I think I mentioned in the process, there's some things that you know right off the bat that you're not going to want to go through, and then there's some things you'll have to see what kind of storage room you have, or if you have two of one holiday or whatever. So there was just something I knew I was getting rid of because I no longer have the table that they coordinated with. So he's using them to fit between some fragile glassware in the box. Okay. Yes, some things that I made on DIYs, I'm going to go ahead and try to sell at my yard sale or on Facebook Marketplace or something. I'm not really sure. How many things do you need to keep? You know, it's a little difficult. Okay. Then we also used to use this room before it became Jim's office as a formal dining room that we never ate in, just I used to decorate, and then we used it for storage. So whenever we had something that was going to go away to somebody or give away to somebody, we would put it in here. So I had like a plethora of baskets because we used to assist Aunt Sue in a trivia event, and we would put together all of these gift baskets, and I've just been collecting my baskets for her. And then because of the pandemic, they just didn't have it anymore. So then there's some Dollar Tree stuff and then some stuff that I'm like, where's the top to my cake taker for my Tupperware? He's like, I don't know, I might have put it away already. I'm like, okay. You also might have thrown it away. You ain't fooling me for a second. But we are just going to get it all wrangled up, get the cover on it, and store. Oh, no cover. That's right. He wants to just keep piling stuff in there, so that's okay with me. All right. Now, the next thing, let's get this out of the way, and then we'll work on the linens. So the linens we have are in this buffet. This buffet was Jim's grandparents. Matches the table, and Mom has one chair in her room left over from the set. It has 2 doors on the side and 2 drawers in the middle. We always have kept the linens in the drawers in the middle. Actually, since we moved here, not always, but since we moved here. Just these are usually the tablecloths that fit either on this dining room table or the table out in the kitchen area, the eating kitchen area. But we basically have ones from when we lived in New York. Now, when we lived in New York, I have a very large family. We used to have a full dining table as well as a full buffet table, and the kids used to sit on the couches because we had like 25 people at some points. So we definitely had tablecloths that were enough to cover two tables, or we had 2 separate tablecloths that matched, kind of thing. So I have a couple of things like that, and I only decided to keep 2 separate sets, the one that I have for Christmas and the one that I have for Easter, because I figure in the future, if we ever do host the family, it would be for one of those 2 holidays, and that's why I kept a set for Christmas and a set for Easter. Now, in the bottom of the H cabinet on the right is the napkins, on the left is the table runners, and underneath the table runners are the placemats. I don't know what we're doing with the placemats. I have a couple of different ideas, but of course we still haven't purged them or gone through them. But here are the table runners. Now again, I purged this stuff back a while ago, so I really had many more table runners than I do now, but I just kept this few, and now we're just going to organize them in the drawers with the tablecloths that we kept. So we kept basically a few different choices for autumn, a few different choices for Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, as well as the like Americana holidays we like, and Easter and spring. So we just have, and then we have a couple of plain ones. What we decided to do was to stack up the plain ones on the left here. There is basically 2 types of ivory colored tablecloths. There is a lacy one that goes over an ivory one on the bottom, and then there is like my basic farmhouse sort of table runner that we made on our channel here, and all of that stuff is going to go into a separate box for like everyday party, like a nonchalant showers or baby showers or Sunday dinner, fancy Sunday dinner or whatever. And we'll make that tomorrow, and you guys will see that. But in the meantime, we're just trying to decide to put like the autumn table runners with the between the autumn and Christmas, and then the Easter spring table runners between the spring and Christmas. There, you can see them there, right? And then there is the Christmas on the autumn on the right, and then Christmas on the left, with the autumn table runners in the middle. Now, napkins. Now, here's the thing. Even when I was living in New York with my entire family, there were some people who just didn't care for a linen napkin. My sister-in-law, Kathy, hi Kathy, she always was like, all right, I'll take a paper one. Okay. But I really love them. And as a matter of fact, Jimmy had made a suggestion that why don't we take some of these everyday ones and use them instead of wasting money on paper napkins. So there is that whole like dishes versus paper dishes thing, cutting down trees but wasting clean water. Like, what do you do? What's the most best for the environment, best for economics? So we just have that decision to make. So we think we might switch to using some of these everyday napkins every day. But these are really the holiday ones. So I have the Easter ones that match the tablecloth. The tablecloth is got pink tulips on the base of the tablecloth, trimmed in a basically pink and green striped fabric around the edge, and I have coordinating napkins. I have some that are the floral and some that are the stripes. And these I got from Bed Bath & Beyond in 2003, maybe. I should look on the package because I still have the package.
And then it's just a matter of deciding like what's going to go. So now I thought that at first I thought that the Christmas and the Easter could fit together in the drawer, but then they ended up being like these are too long and that's too many of those. So I have to play around with it. Now, one big tip that you're going to get from me as far as storing linen napkins are concerned, flip flop them. Now, I'm kind of a stickler for folds face out and don't, when you can pull one, you don't take 27 of them. And I don't want to see the seams and stuff. But with linen napkins that are hemmed, especially, you have to flip flop the napkins, or at least piles of 3 of napkins, or else your hems will all be twice as high as the other side of the pile and take up more room than it needs to. So what I do is I usually do it in 4s. I usually put 4 this way, turn 4 in the other direction, turn 4 in the other direction. You'll see me do it with a variety of different ones. But when it all is said and done, we ended up taking the Christmas ones and putting them separately. I ended up getting rid of all of these pale yellow napkins. I've had them for a lot of years. They were really good to me. But I was like, face it, I have new golden yellow ones for like to carry through the autumn season. I have Easter ones that are like pale pink and pastel-y ones, so I don't need to really keep the pale yellow ones anymore. So they're definitely, it was sad to see them go, but I think I had 8 or 12 of these pale yellow linens. So what Jim's going to do is, now that I figured out exactly what I want in the drawer, we were only able to get one of these drawers out. But I thought since I was the one who was organizing them and I can't really stand for very long, he brought it over to me. Now he's going to take it over to the buffet and he's going to transfer it into the drawer that won't come out, because I wanted all that stuff on the right anyway. And then he's going to bring me back the drawer and we're going to go ahead and deal with the rest. Now I do have this whole basket is just full of white cotton restaurant quality napkins. That's it. That's all that's in that whole basket. And that's what we're going to put for our like everyday sort of party shower sort of thing, like can really go anywhere. White goes with everything. And then for the rest, we're just going to figure out exactly what we want to do. I mean, what can we keep? What can fit? That type of thing. Because eventually we will use everything. We use, like I said, we use these ones at Christmas time. We use those at Thanksgiving. Did we host all the holidays last year? No, because it was the pandemic. And did everybody else host all the holidays last year? Probably not. So just give yourself some grace. So what we're just going to try to do is figure out exactly what we can keep. That's what I was talking about, flip-flopping the napkins. Did you see that? This way all the seams sides don't line up and all the fold sides don't line up. I have these ones that I bought from Bed Bath & Beyond on clearance. They're this really pretty beige color, sort of paisley sort of pattern. It's not any really way to describe it, but they're really nice and a nice neutral napkin that Jim, like he said, he wants to start using them for every day. We can. Okay? This is me heartbreakingly deciding, should I keep the pale yellow ones? I will let you know that if you're new to my channel, I have a shoulder patch on because I have a injury in my arm from my vaccine. So it's rough, but I'm doing it. We're doing it. It definitely made for an interesting day. Let's put it that way. All right. Now I will tell you, I've been watching a lot of videos of people have these ginormous pantries and party rooms and all this stuff, and I would love to be able to have a home like that. But in the meantime, I have a home like this, and this is how I'm making my home accommodate the things that I love and taking care of and want to keep. So that's it. So this is the dresser is all finished. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully I inspired you guys to go through your stuff and maybe buy some cloth napkins and save the planet. And as always, you guys take care. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye.